Hello, and welcome back to an episode of Jurassicraft. This is part 6, 7, 8, one of those. I forgot to check before I clicked start on the episode. Anyways, last time we spent the entire episode, no, I guess we did one little thing at the end, which I will be getting to in a minute. But we spent most of the episode working on this beautiful, beautiful building, which, as you might have seen a glimpse of, I did put the roof on. I wanted to make it out of glass because I thought it would look nice. From the inside, it's beautiful. From the outside, it looks kind of awkward. So, that's a little bit saddening. But anyways, we just head on in here. You can see I've done a little bit of work around the pool as well. I used chiseled bit things. And also, I did figure out, apparently you can make slabs with chisel bit things and cutting things and stuff. It's just really hard, because you have to figure out all the different things, and yeah. Basically, it's just really, really annoying to deal with, but I was able to use it to make these beautiful little, what are they called? Sidings? Fences, that's what I was trying to say. And because I can put the trapdoors just right here, that means now I have an openable and closable entrance to my actual pool thing. So that means that now I will not have to cover it up, which is nice. And I don't believe I did anything downstairs. Anyways, now moving on to the thing that I was talking about earlier. At the end of the episode, if I just go in here, we made an incubator. Now, I had no idea how in the world to get the incubator to work. Because, well, apparently this mod is updated like 30 different times since the last tutorial was made. So, luckily, I was able to find someone else's playthrough of the series from like 4 months ago, where they had the exact same problem. And they found that apparently we need a thing called peat moss. Now, to get peat moss, we need peat. To get peat, we have to go find a swamp. I don't know if I've found a swamp before, but I do know that I can fly, so I guess we're gonna get what's his name again? Cortez. Guess we're gonna get Cortez back out and let's go start flying around. Oh, here we go. That took me literally like 10 seconds. Right from over there. So hopefully we'll be able to find what we're looking for. Again, I'm not entirely sure if that's how the... Okay, that was not intentional. I'm going to just back up and let's put Cortez back in here, grab the saddle. Oh, that scared me. Okay, let's go look for some peat. I should probably also stay away from any snakes that I see. That would be smart. And is that peat? Hey, we found one! Okay, so now we just need like 40 of that. Also, I'm gonna sleep really quickly. And then once we have all the peat that we need, we just need to bring that all the way back to our house. And then we just need to, we'll put that next to some water. And then that should grow peat moss on top of it. And once you have 9 peat moss, you can make a block of peat moss again. And then you use that to speed up the growth of the egg hatching. Oh, that's a snake. I'm gonna get away from that. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run around, see how much peat I can find, and I'll probably be back in like 20 minutes. Is it just me, or did that crocodile just teleport? Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. Alright, we have 20 peat. So now we just need to put this near some water, which we have plenty of. And hopefully, over time, this should start growing in peat moss on top of it. And once I have enough of that, again, I'll turn it into a peat moss block thing. And then we should be good. One thing I am a little bit worried about is I'm not exactly sure how long that's supposed to take. And are these incubating at all? They are not. So you do have to have at least one peat moss block in there to be able to do stuff. I guess while I'm waiting for that, something else I can do is I can start setting up a chicken farm, because that's going to be kind of important once I need like 30 different eggs. I'm not seeing any chickens, and I'm really hoping I didn't kill them all. One thing's for sure though, from all the way over here, my base looks really cool. I seriously cannot find a single chicken. Huh, That might be an issue for the future. Guess I'll go and check on the peat moss, see if it's doing anything. Ow. What? Okay. Apparently, you can get stung by stingrays. Okay. Just kill that. But yeah, this is doing absolutely nothing. Huh. Maybe you have to find natural peat moss and then it spreads? Or maybe I'm just really impatient. I guess what I'll do is I'm gonna go harvest all my crops, and if those regrow by the time that doesn't, or if that doesn't grow, words. If none of the peat moss grows by the time that I get stuff, then I'm gonna be upset. I guess to make sure that I'm not doing this wrong or something, I might as well try and put just the regular peat in there, because I could be thinking this wrong and might not need the moss at all. In which case, I would have wasted over 12 minutes. Which I guess isn't actually all that much time. Maybe that's why nothing's hatching. Or not hatching, nothing's growing. Yeah, it's definitely peat moss. Okay, never mind. It could also be possible that I'm supposed to get, like, one peat moss from natural growth, and then just grow it off of that? I don't even know if that makes sense. Basically what I'm trying to say is maybe I need to go find some peat moss, like regular peat moss, not just peat, and then I need to plant it on the peat, and maybe that'll grow it? I don't know. I'm literally just making this up and hoping that it makes sense. Alright, I found the problem. Yes, you do have to find moss, and you do have to go grow it on the peat. But, what you don't know is you have to just find it in random places. You don't find it on peat, you just find it kind of laying around, and it's almost invisible, which means it's almost impossible to find. Which means I now have to go find 9 of these if I want to make this simple on myself. But, yeah, okay. That's just super frustrating to know that I spent all that time waiting for it to do something, and then it wasn't going to do it anyways. Oh well, I guess let's go back to the base and grow this onto the things. Quick update, the moss has started growing. We now have 2 peat moss. I repeat, 2 peat moss. I'm going to move this to the other side. And on a totally unrelated note, something just exploded outside. I mean, like in real life. Our entire house just shook. I'm semi-worried. Alright, I have gotten 1 chicken into the pen. Still need 1 more to get my goal. I should probably sleep really quickly, then I'm going to check on my moss as well. And it is growing a lot, alright. We might have enough to make at least 1 thing. Now I believe there's a maximum of 64, I think. So currently we can only make 1, but that should be enough to at least start it incubating. I can get up here. So let's make peat moss. There we go. I don't know why I said peat moss like that. Shove this in here. And there we go. That should mean that eventually this will cultivate or incubate or whatever it is. Don't know how long that's going to take, but hopefully not too long. Actually, I just realized I should not be doing this here, because I believe in some versions of the mod, I don't know if it's this version of the mod, it basically just like spits it out right on the floor whenever it's done incubating. And if that happens, then, well, these are fish, and that would not be good. So I'm going to put these, or this thing, right back here for now. And just in case that does happen, then, well, we can just open these up and push them right into the pool. Oh, look at that! They are incubating, which means it's just very slow with 1 peat moss. But the fact that it is working makes me very happy. And actually, I just thought it would have been way smarter if we just put this over the thing. There might be a little bit of danger in this. Alright, I just laid an egg. I officially have 3 chickens now, because I found a couple more words. I found a couple more chickens and I pulled them into the pen. And I really want to go harvest more of my peat moss because, well, this is incredibly slow. But they're getting closer and closer. And the closer they get, the more worried I am that they're going to hatch. And then they're going to, like, flop out onto the floor. And then there's going to be nothing I can do. So, yeah, I might as well leave these open too. At the very least, I know I'm going to be you're able to save one of them if they do just flop out onto the floor. I'm still holding out that it'll just give me like a thing that I can right-click on the ground with, and then that'll spawn them in. But again, I cannot guarantee that. It's gotten to its last little bit, I think. Any second now, it should be hatching or harvesting or whatever it does, incubating. It should be fully incubated and ready to hatch. Is it gonna work how I think it will? Got the things open just in case. Should probably have these in my hand. Oh, thank goodness. Wait, just stated. What? Well, I have it. Oh, it puts it into a little thing. Thank goodness. That was really worried me. Because, okay, I'll wait for this other one, but I thought it was just gonna like spit it out onto the ground and then there would be nothing I could do about it, but luckily it actually puts it into a little container for me, which is nice. And it uses the peat moss every time it hatches one, so now I need to go get more peat moss so that I can then hatch the second one, and then I'll have a female and a male, I believe. And I'm really glad that it does do that, because that means, oh, it slowly unincubates whenever you don't have peat moss in there. I do have to worry about that, but I am really glad that it does this how it does, because that means that I can have an incubating room like in the movies, so I don't have to just put the incubator in the pen, because that would be kind of annoying. I'm not gonna put this fish in there until it has its friend. So I'll be back as soon as this one hatches. Oh wait, something I totally forgot about. I need to make a feeding thing. Hold on. That's kind of important. Feeder. You just need a dispenser, 2 iron trapdoors, some things. Alright, that's pretty simple. I just realized I don't have any string. I used it all to make the leads. Man, that means I need to go find some spidlers. Either that or I need to make a pulverizer so that I can pulverize things, or the wool that I have into it. That might actually be what I go with. This isn't actually too terribly difficult. I don't know. Should I go find spiders, or should I go just make a pulverizer? Neither one seems too terribly direct. You know what? I think I'm gonna make the pulverizer. That just seems like a better idea to me. Alright, go to here, click that. There we go, we have the pulverizer. Now I'm pretty sure this takes power. Where should I put this? I guess I'll put this here for now, and then I'll put whatever power source it has next to it. What's a good way of making power? It's looking like the only way that I can do this is I need to make some sort of dynamo. So let's see, that one requires some sort of currency, that one requires flux, that one requires fuel, or fluid, fuel, and solid reactant. I can't do that. Fluid, fuel, and coolant. Water and solid fuel, just the steam dynamo. Redstone transmission. Okay, let's make this steam dynamo. Make that, there we go, make that, there we go. We now have the steam dynamo. Let's just put this on top, and then we need to put fuel, millibuckets, things. Maybe that's just the one input thing. I'm guessing coal can act as a solid fuel, hopefully. So if we just take 3 coal and put them there. Oh, yep, it's making steam, which means it should be making power? No. Does it? Tutorial. This augmentation, alright, modular additions, redstone, okay. Oh, no, it's generating power anyways. It just had to fill this up first. Oh, thank goodness. Which means, let's see, I need to grab some wool, and I need to toss it in there so that we will have that. And there we go, we now have the string that we need. That was kind of the most backwards and out of the way that we could have possibly done that, but you know what? Oh well, it worked. So, just need a couple iron ingots, and then we should have everything that we need for the feeder. Put those there, go up to here, click that, and there we go, we have the feeder. Hopefully I'm actually doing this right. It's also nighttime, I'm gonna sleep real quick. Feel like I've said that a million times in this episode. And judging by the fact that it literally has like a million different things that say you can only sleep at night, I have clicked that button, or I have clicked on a bed quite a lot today. So, if I can get up here, there we go. Let's go around here. That guy should have hatched by now, or girl, I don't remember which it was which. Yes, it hatched, there we go. So now, first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go into here, and I'm going to hope that these things aren't hostile, and I'm going to put the feeder there. Okay, and then I guess let's put these guys in. Well, I need to take a breath of air. Let's go down here. 1, 2. There we go. Our first dinosaurs. We have dinosaurs, and I don't think they're aggressive, so I should be good. I believe this is what the engine field guide is actually used for, if I can just find them. They're so small and they're so fast, it's like impossible to find them. There we go! Health, hunger, thirst, that's never going to go down. Age, that's good. Last modern fish, in order of dating back, okay. Using 8 different, that's great. Okay, I'm going to have to come back and find another one in a second. I couldn't see what their food is. I need to find out what they eat. I don't know how to tell what they eat. I might have to search that, or I might have to just wait around until they grow a little bit. Maybe they just eat stuff out of the water. I don't know. Maybe I got lucky. But we finally have dinosaurs. It's episode what now? And we just now have dinosaurs in the Jurassicraft series. So at least we're getting somewhere. Let's see. I'm going to read through that a couple more times, see if I can get anything from what they eat. Hunger is going down. That's what I'm worried about. I can't find anything about what they eat. Well, I'm gonna have to find that out off camera, because apparently this book that's supposed to tell you things tells you nothing about what they eat, which is kinda stupid. But, oh well. I hope you enjoyed. That's gonna be all for this time. I hope you enjoyed. Next time we'll hopefully have them eating things. They'll hopefully have grown a little bit. And we'll probably start moving some of the other machines into here since we haven't done that yet. I guess we haven't looked at them from down here. We can probably see them a little bit better. Can we? Yeah, we can see them a little bit better. But just because I'm going to try and be careful and not let them starve, I'm going to end this here. I hope you enjoyed. I have said this like 5 times now. Bye.